What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. Wow, what the fuck?
What's up? It's your boy Kevin turn YouTube shit. Hey man, say man, we are lit. Let that team man turn. Today, motherfucker day. Straight hitting outside. Big crib in the gang. Straight hitting outside shit, man. Free Palestine, free Congo, Russia deal thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day, be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring down, always fight back. Never let somebody tell you who you are, but also never put yourself in a position you belong. Let's stay humble. There's gonna revolution on this movement. Keep Yahweh first. Coming to the Black Hebrew Israelite as a real Jew. We out here. Alright. Today, it's a motherfucking day. Straight hitting outside. Big crib in it. Gang, straight hitting outside shit, man. Gang. Go. Turn up. So look what's going on, gang. Y'all know, like I tell y'all niggas, bro. It's a war on black people, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got enough sense in your mind to make some money on, teach the black people what's real about religion and all that, Hebrew Israelites. They really trying to get like anybody out, really, who just making some money out, got a little bit of noise. So we got Glorilla. We seen that they was fucking with her already. You know what I'm saying? So what do they do best? Make up shit. So I guess it was a home invasion at Crib. And the police got involved and they found some cannabis. And they blamed it all on Glow, and Glow wasn't even at the crib. So she had a warrant. So we got the whole breakdown of what's going on. Man, like I said, man, it's a war out here, man. It's getting tough, man. But we're going to keep on fighting. We got Yahweh. I hope y'all enjoy this video, and let's get into it. Gang, shout to Music 101. You know what I'm saying? Glorilla got arrested for felony drug possession and after home invasion.
What up, gang? Mike with another video. Tuesday in Georgia for possession of controlled substance and possession of marijuana over 1 ounce. Glow was taken to jail and released the same day after posting a $22,000 bond. Her lawyer would take to social media and blame law enforcement for her arrest. What? According to the statement submitted to TMZ by her lawyers, Glow is actually a victim in this situation. They claim that during the past weekend, while Glow was out of town, her family was house sitting at her Georgia home. It was going fine until a group of men decided to break into her home, most likely assuming no one was there. One of the occupants fired shots at the intruders, causing them to flee. They were able to take off with a handful of jewelry.
Damn.
Tell me, while her family was inside her crib, enjoying themselves house sitting, a group of men broke into the crib without them knowing, made it into a room and got a handful of jewelry before shots was fired, causing them to flee. Just imagine sitting inside your crib and you don't even know you being robbed. When police arrived, they began to search the property for suspects, but didn't find anyone. They did detect a strong odor consistent with illegal narcotics, according to the sheriff's office. A drug task force was called and a search warrant was issued. During the search, they found a significant amount of marijuana in the master bedroom closet. The sheriff's office department then charged Glow with felony possession of marijuana and possession of controlled substance.
Insane. Got robbed.
She wasn't there at the
Now,
time of the home invasion.
possibility going to jail.
So on Tuesday,
That's
she
insane.
volunteered to turn herself in for the charges and was released the same day on a $22,000 bond. Despite the charges being brought against Glow, the sheriff's office has yet to find or charge the people who broke into her home and stole her jewelry. Glorilla lawyer says this is completely unacceptable. Law enforcement then sought arrest warrants for her, even though she hadn't been at the home for some time. They said in a statement, no arrest warrants have been issued for the violent home invaders. Miss Woods, a victim, not a suspect. This is our tax dollars at work. Absolutely unbelievable. So, Glorilla was out of town. She let her family house in. Some burglars broke into the crib. Shots was fired. They got a handful of jewelry, ran away. Police came, smelled the odor of narcotics, got a search warrant, searched the house, found drugs in the master bedroom closet. They put a warrant out for Glorilla arrest. She turned herself in, and they haven't found the suspects or have no clue who the suspects are that broke into the crib. Now her lawyer is saying, look, she's a victim. Y'all came there for a home invasion, not drugs. Y'all supposed to ignore the drugs and look for the criminals. Hey, I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. Only time that I have seen the police ignore narcotics and stuff like that is when it's murder.
But when it's
When they're
yours,
investigating the murder, they don't care what kind of narcotics in the crib.
when it's yours,
Unless it was like a drug deal
and they
type
got
of
it,
thing going
they
back.
gonna know the fuck
If it
out of
was
that
just a
shit.
senseless murder, they wouldn't give a damn. They'd be like, man, we worry about this murder. But this was a home invasion. No one was hurt. And y'all already know, Glorilla is a celebrity. The police get kudo points for arresting celebrities. It's like making a viral post on social media, and it go viral. But y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think, man.
Fuck,
Is Georgia police wrong for arresting Glorilla for drugs that they found inside her crib after they was called on a home invasion and shots was fired? Did they supposed to ignore the felony amount of narcotics they found? I don't know. Y'all get in the comments and let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. It's free. Do it for me.
Shout out to OG TV Network. The police arrested Glorilla over a burglary. Police so stupid.
This is a Cooking Podcast on OGTV Network. This episode is about Glorilla. Glorilla was arrested for felony and drug possession earlier this week after police responded to a burglary in progress at her home and discovered marijuana. Now, this is gone viral.
Marijuana.
All over the internet. Of course, because, you know, Glorilla's mugshot, she's looking... Glorilla, hold on. Let's get to this mugshot real quick. Hold on. You was looking good. You was looking good, that motherfucker. You was looking like a Debbie cake snack right here, shawty. We see you. You know what I'm saying? But she was arrested. Why she was arrested? You know what I'm saying? Because cops found 1 ounce of weed in her home. Mind you, this is after the fact that 3 men burglarized her home while she wasn't at home. She was at a WNBA performing. You know what I'm saying? She was at a WNBA performing, rapping and all that. You know what I'm saying? Hosting. You know, showing some love. You know what I mean? Getting that coin. Get that money on. You know what I'm saying? While she was away at home, you know what I'm saying, away from home at the WNBA game, you know, performing, watching the game, and, you know, watching the All-Stars play. 3 men enter a home, burglarized the home, taking all that all that, you know what I'm saying, expensive shit. You hear me? After the fact, cops were called.
What is it?
Cops were called because, you know, 3 men burglarized a home.
STL?
Instead of the cops finding these 3 men, you know what I'm saying, and getting her possessions back, they arrested her for weed. Like, make it make sense. How you gonna arrest her for weed instead of finding the 3 men that burglarized her home?
They don't give a fuck. They want the money out in the clout.
For 1 ounce of weed? Mind you, she's released on bail for $22K for 1 ounce of weed? You gotta be kidding me. Man, niggas roll it up and smoke that shit every day. Mind you, Glorilla went on the internet and she wrote this on Twitter. Crazy. My house got home invaded Saturday. While I was in Indianapolis, hold on, let me get it together. While I was in Indianapolis performing for the WNBA All-Star Game, instead of focusing on finding the suspects, they focused on some cannabis. 1, so no, I wasn't busted. 2, my house was robbed. 3, I wasn't home. Long story short, my house get home invaded, and I'm the only one that gets arrested. So that's the damn. You heard it from Glorilla. Where is the justice? Where's the justice? So you mean to tell me I'm at a game performing, doing my thing, and my house get home invaded? All my stuff stolen? You know what I'm saying? My valuables stolen? And y'all getting, you know what I'm saying? I call y'all to do y'all job. I call the police, you know what I'm saying, to do their job. And instead of they doing their job to find these suspects that robbed my home, that came into my crib unannounced and invaded my home, they find a little bit of weed. You find a little bit of weed? Oh, come on. What is going on here? What's going on there? If I'm Glorilla, I'm suing everybody. If I'm Glorilla, listen, I know Glorilla's hot right now, but she's not as mad, you know what I'm saying, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, she still was released. She's at home. But the fact that y'all charged me $22K for 1 ounce of weed, y'all arrest me, and y'all still ain't finding 3 suspects, that shit is crazy. What are the police doing? What are the police doing? These niggas ain't doing their job, man. These niggas ain't doing their job. Y'all let me know how you feel about this in the comments below. This shit is nasty work. If I'm Glorilla, listen, somebody is in hot water over this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going after the police for not doing their job. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying, she gotta hire some security for her home. Cause let's be real, the fact that 3 men burglarized her home, that goes to show that's an inside job. Somebody in your, you know, circle is a rat, ain't shit, you know what I'm saying? And you need to find out who it is. Cause that's nasty work. They invaded your home while you wasn't at home. Somebody knew your whereabouts. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know how you feel about this in the comments below, man. I know I'm pissed. 22K, home invaded, you know what I'm saying, stuff gone, and you arrest me for weed? Cops ain't doing their job. Y'all let me know how you feel about this in the comments below. This your boy OG. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. I'm just saying.
Rapper Glorilla is arrested in Georgia just days before she's set to perform at her Glow Bash at FedEx Forum.
Days before Glorilla is set to headline her inaugural Glow Bash at the FedEx Forum, she was arrested on drug charges in Forsyth County, Georgia.
Welcome back to Star Hush, the realest spot where we unpack everything Hollywood doesn't want you to see. Now, let's talk about the unexpected headline that got everyone shook. Glorilla just found herself caught up in something way bigger than anyone saw coming. We ain't talking about no social media beef or club scuffle. Nah, this is next level. Word is, law enforcement raided her home in Georgia, and the situation got real serious fast. It all popped off from what seemed like a basic burglary call. Somebody allegedly tried to rob her spot, and the police rolled up thinking they were helping. But instead of just checking out the scene and moving on, they left with Glorilla in handcuffs. Yeah, wild, right? Officers claimed they found something inside the home that wasn't supposed to be there. And we're not talking about a little leftover party vibe. They say the material they discovered falls under a Schedule I classification, which includes some of the strictest controlled substances, the kind that can't even be prescribed.
The suspects were gone when deputies arrived, and during their investigation, deputies say they smelled illegal drugs. Deputies then executed a search warrant and found marijuana inside the master bedroom closet. They charged Glorilla, the homeowner, with felony marijuana possession and possession of Schedule I controlled substance.
That puts it in the same league as stuff like LSD and other high penalty categories. This ain't lightweight. This is the type of charge that can flip your whole lifestyle overnight.
But they trying to get rid of rappers, social media
trying to figure out what really went down
everybody.
and how Glorilla ended up being the one taken in. And now her name's tied up in court chatter, legal drama, and a whole lot of how did we even get here.
Glorilla was arrested for one of the craziest reasons in recent memory. So, Glo got a house in Georgia, right? 3 people robbed her house. But good news is she wasn't there. Matter of fact, she hasn't been there in a long time. That's what people are saying. Anyway, 2 robbers robbed her house. They stole jewelry and some more things like that. But they didn't realize people were at the home. Like, I don't know if there was close friends or family, whoever, but people were there. And I believe they said one of the robbers were popped. But anyways, the police got there. And instead of looking for the robbers, they searched her house for some weird reason. And they found grain plants. That's
Man,
it.
fuck
After
them,
that,
man. Pussies. They already on some hoe ass shit. Like, do your fucking job. Stop fucking niggas over.
All right, you lock back in with Star Hush, and this one right here, it's heating up faster than a summer block party in Atlanta.
Making everybody else like hard and niggas do their job.
Basic burglary call
You wanna
in
fuck other
Glorilla
people
getting
up,
slapped with
pussy ass
felony
cop.
charges. Like, how do you go from someone calling the cops for help to being the one walking out in cuffs? It's got folks scratching their heads, and honestly, the whole thing is sounding more like a plot twist than real life. So let's unpack the full breakdown from top to bottom, because this situation might be bigger than anybody expected. Let's roll it back to July 20th, 2025. Police responded to a 911 call about a burglary going down at a house in Stone Mountain, Georgia, tied to Glorilla. At that point, this was supposed to be a routine check. Someone thought they were getting robbed, and when police show up for that, they're usually looking for a thief, not the homeowner. But this situation, it flipped real quick.
The Forsyth County Sheriff's Office says this all started in the overnight hours of Saturday, July 20th, when deputies responded to a burglary call at the rapper's home. The police report shows someone in the home fired shots at a group of people who broke in and stole items.
Sources say when officers got inside, either to investigate or secure the scene, something caught their eye, and it wasn't damage from a break-in. Nah, they reportedly spotted what looked like marijuana just chilling in plain view. Not tucked away, not hidden, just sitting out like it was part of the decor. And that's when everything changed. Once they had probable cause, officers went into full search mode, and what they claimed to have found took it to a whole different level. We're talking enough cannabis to hit felony level weight. Not a little leftover stash, but enough for the law to say, this ain't for personal use. On top of that, rumors started flying that they discovered another substance labeled as Schedule I. And while it hasn't been confirmed yet, whispers are saying it could have been pills or something like Molly. That's not, oops, left my blunt out energy. That's whole setup in the crib type of trouble. And when you're in the spotlight like Glorilla, one headline can flip everything. Her name already trending, her career catching steam, and now, one raid might send it all off the rails.
And at the time when this story broke, the details of the arrest were not clear. So then Glorilla's attorney, Drew Finland, released a statement. So he sent the statement to us and he says, the arrest of Gloria Woods is a disturbing window into how warped law enforcement priorities have become. Miss Woods was out of town when her residence became a target for a group of home invaders who most likely knew she wasn't there. What they didn't know was that she had family staying with her.
All right, so here's where things really picked up steam. Just 2 days after the police raid on July 22nd, Glorilla pulled up and turned herself in. She didn't try to dodge it or play hard to find. No,
So they knew that
she walked straight into the
looking for
DeKalb
dudes
County
who
Jail
actually did
and got
shit
booked on 2 serious charges.
probably
One
wouldn't
for
do
felony
nothing.
possession of marijuana
Let's go for
and the
Glorilla,
other
the
for
big
felony
name.
possession of a Schedule 1 controlled substance. That's 2 felonies in one swoop and none of them light. Now, the bond was set at $22,260, which, let's be honest, ain't even a speed bump for someone on a major label. She likely bailed out within hours, maybe even minutes. But here's the thing. It's not about whether she could afford bail. It's what those charges could mean in the long run. When your name ends up in the system with Schedule I felony next to it, everything changes. That's the kind of label that follows you, sticks to your brand, and sends red flags to sponsors, venues, and even radio stations. We're talking about potential deals getting put on pause, tours being reevaluated, and brand partnerships thinking twice.
Once they
There's no
realized she
type of
wasn't
way,
home,
like
or the home
traveling.
wasn't vacant, when her family members did the right thing, they called the law enforcement, called police. Instead of investigating a violent
But she
home
didn't do
invasion
nothing.
and
This
theft
shit weird.
of Miss Woods, they instead sought a search warrant when they spotted what they believed was a small amount of marijuana. Law enforcement then sought an arrest warrant for her, even though she hadn't been home for some time.
Now, before we jump into the heat of this legal drama, let's take a step back and talk about who Glorilla really is. Because this ain't just some random rapper getting into trouble.
If you play video games,
Glorilla really is. Because this ain't just some random rapper getting into trouble. We're talking about a young woman who came straight out the trenches of North Memphis and flipped her whole life upside down in under 2 years. Born Gloria Hallelujah Woods. And yes, her actual middle name really is Hallelujah. That name alone was destined to make noise. She grew up in a part of Memphis that either toughens you up or swallows you whole. And Glow, she stood 10 toes down, no industry handouts, no manufactured gimmicks. She came in raw, wild, and unfiltered, and folks felt it right away. The moment she dropped FNF, Let's Go, with Hit Kid in 2022, everything changed. That beat hit hard, her voice cut through the noise with that gritty Memphis flavor, and her energy straight unmatched. It wasn't just another viral hit, it was a movement. That song became the soundtrack for girls everywhere who were done dealing with messy relationships, fake love, and anything holding them back. It had folks outside dancing, shouting, and owning their space like never before. The internet went crazy, and within what felt like minutes, Yo Gotti scooped her up and signed her to CMG. From there, the wins just kept rolling in major features, millions of streams, red carpets, BET awards, even hitting that Coachella stage. She went from local shows to global spotlight, just like that. So yeah, this isn't just any artist catching a charge. Glorilla is one of the realest to rise, and this story matters because she's got way more at stake than just her name.
Let me get this straight. Somebody broke into Glorilla's house while she was not there, while she was in fact not even in the state. The family who she had house sitting calls the police. The police arrive and they smell herb. They see herb in plain sight. Glorilla is not in the home. Again, Glorilla's not in the state. But because it's her home, they issue an arrest warrant for Glorilla.
That's what these pussy ass cops does, man.
She
They
ain't
pussy.
even there. It's not in her possession. Why wouldn't the people who are physically in the home be at the time they smelled and saw the herb? Why wouldn't they be arrested? So they said it was about 1 ounce of bud and a controlled substance. I don't think they said what the other controlled substance was. We don't know, but I'm just saying that don't even really make a whole lot of sense to me, or maybe I'm just not as versed on the law because she wasn't home or in the state. Their house sitting for her. You smell the herb, so it's burning. So they in the house smoking herb. She ain't there, and she still gotta go to jail. I would hate to be a celebrity. Just give
That's
me
what we be
money.
saying, man. The
That
law don't make
rise to
sense.
fame, yeah, it happened fast, and Glorilla was playing her cards right for the
They
most part.
usually do
She had
anything
the
to take a
voice,
black
the
nigga or woman
energy,
down.
the fan
That's a
love,
fact.
and she moved with that raw edge that made her different from the pack. But let's keep it real, this arrest didn't just pop out the blue. This situation got history, and the red flags were already there if you look back. Let's rewind to April 2024. Glorilla got pulled over in Gwinnett County, Georgia. Cops said she was driving recklessly and showed signs she wasn't in full control. Word is she couldn't pass that roadside test and ended up getting booked for a DUI, plus a couple of other driving violations. No heavy charges that time, but it raised eyebrows. Folks started whispering, was Glo getting too caught up in the fast life? And that wasn't even the first time her name hit the blogs for something wild. Go back to that 2023 concert moment, you know the one. Glo took her wig off mid-show and tossed it into the crowd like it was part of the act. Fans went full frenzy mode. Folks were grabbing, tugging, almost throwing hands over it. Now, sure, it sounded like a fun concert story, but behind the scenes, industry folks weren't laughing. It started building this whole image of Glo as unpredictable fun, yeah, but maybe a little too much off the leash. That kind of energy works when you're just blowing up. People love that unfiltered vibe. But once you hit that level, with label deals, brand partnerships, tour money, and image control, you gotta tighten the circle and think twice before every move. Because in the big leagues, every headline counts, and one wrong step can cost you more than just clout. It can hit your whole future.
Well, guys, in case you missed it, Glorilla is in some legal trouble. She got arrested on Tuesday for drug possession. All of this started on Saturday, July 20th, when Glorilla's home got broken into. 3 suspects entered Glorilla's home around 1:30 a.m. on Saturday, and then someone within the home started shooting, and so the 3 suspects fled away, and no injuries were reported. Now, Glorilla was not home at the time, so we know it was not her doing the shooting, but we do know that the police somehow ended up at Glorilla's home. We don't know how they got there, so we don't know if someone within the home called, we don't know if a neighbor called, if maybe an alarm system was activated, who knows. Basically, the police got to Glorilla's home and they started sniffing around and they were like, yeah, it's a little loud in here. And they got a search warrant to search Glorilla's home, and they said that they found a significant amount of marijuana just in plain view of the closet. She turned herself in to Forsyth County Jail on Tuesday, and then she posted a $22,260 bond and walked away the same day. She is being charged with possession of controlled substance and possession of marijuana over an ounce. These are both felonies. Also, if you remember, this is not the first time Glorilla has been arrested in Georgia. She was arrested back in April of 2024 on DUI charges after making a turn at a red light, and then a cop pulled her over and was like, yeah, girl, you're drunk. But I'll keep an eye on this one. We don't have a ton of details right now. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know if she's facing time. I don't know if it'll be a community service slap on the wrist type thing, but I'll keep you posted.
Here's where the twist hits hard. Glorilla's whole image has been built on raw energy, like she's fearless, untouchable, ready for whatever. She rapped like nothing fazed her, like she had it all figured out. But when you're in the spotlight with a major label behind you, those lyrics hit different once the law steps in. It stops being entertainment and starts sounding like a confession. So when police stepped in her spot and allegedly found banned substances, it wasn't just a headline. It turned into a full-on situation. People started asking real questions, like, was Glo actually moving wild behind closed doors? Or was she just in the wrong place, wrong time? But here's what made it worse. It wasn't a friend, a visitor, or some unknown person taking the fall. It was in her name, under her roof, and in her possession. Now that got folks divided like never before. Some fans are riding hard with her, chanting "Free Big Glo" like it's a campaign. They think she's just a young star being caught up in the system. A setup, maybe. But others are not here for the excuses. They're saying, she blew the bag. She had it all and still fumbled. And it's not hate, it's frustration. Because real talk, Glo got too many opportunities, too many eyes on her, too many brands investing to be out here operating like she's still on the come up. But maybe that's the issue. Maybe she never mentally left the streets. Maybe the fame came too fast and the lifestyle didn't adjust fast enough. Either way, it blew up loud and fast. The minute news broke about her arrest, the internet went full meltdown mode. Twitter lit up, IG reposts, blogs were feasting. Then came the mugshot, and whoa, that photo made rounds like a platinum single. Her eyes looked heavy, lips tight like she already knew the game was flipping. The Shade Room had it first, then No Jumper, then DJ Academics. Every gossip page ran that pic like it was the cover of her next EP. Fans had jokes, of course. One person posted, she looked like she just remembered she's famous. Another said, this mugshot got more attitude than the whole Billboard chart. But behind the laughs was real concern because the vibe changed once folks started asking the serious stuff. Why was she even there? Where's her team? Where's the people who are supposed to protect the brand and her? Because here's the kicker. It looked like no one stepped in. Not the label, not her management, not even the crew she came up with. It's like when the heat came down, Glo was out there solo, dealing with it all on her own. And what made it louder? Total silence from her. No tweets, no lives, no IG story, no PR statement, not even a stay tuned post, just radio silence. And in this era, That kind of silence feels loud. People are taking that as her way of saying it's real. Whether that's true or not, the public perception is snowballing. True or not, the public perception is snowballing, and it's not in her favor right now. But let's be real, her fan base was not letting this slide quietly. The free Glow post hit timelines like a flood. People with FNF in their bios turned into full-blown legal analysts overnight, breaking down every angle like they were writing college dissertations. Why is it always the young black women who get dragged the hardest once they finally start leveling up? One person posted, and they weren't alone. And yeah, there's truth in that. The system has a long history of spotlighting and penalizing black artists harder than most, especially when they make it out the struggle and start shining. But even with all that being said, this whole situation ain't just about what the system did, it's about decisions. Once you're on magazine covers, top charts, and signed to major brands, your every move gets magnified. Reckless ain't private anymore, it's public news. Now, let's talk about the hate. Oh, it came fast and it came loud. Some trolls didn't even wait to get the facts. They were throwing out all kinds of disrespect, calling her names like Gorilla Gizzy, and joking about Trap Candy and Jungle Juice. Like, really? Folks acted like she was still out here handing out mixtapes on street corners instead of headlining festivals. One viral post even said, "This why Cardi don't rock with her anymore." And that one stung, because fans really have been clocking the changes in her circle. People noticed how fast she went from being industry loved to barely reposted by the same celebs who once boosted her come up. Suddenly, it's all crickets.
But that don't mean nothing on her.
No public words of support. No quick, we stand with Glow, just silence. And that's when it hit. Some folks were quick to dip when the drama got real. Meanwhile, her critics were cheering like they just won the finals, saying things like she was never gonna last, that she let the spotlight go to her head. The block raised her, and now the block gon' end her, someone wrote. Others laughed like this was the fall they saw coming, that she had too much energy to ever stay out of trouble. But let's not forget, Glow never played like she was some perfect media darling. She came in loud, unfiltered, and real from day one. That raw, bold energy, that was the whole appeal. So now that she's caught up in something messy, some fans ain't even surprised. They just wondering if she can flip this into a comeback. Can Glorilla really flip a felony into a fire comeback? Or is this the start of her name becoming just another cautionary tale in hip-hop? Because right now, while the streets are buzzing and fans debating, the court clock is ticking. Her next court date is creeping up fast, and the internet already turned into Vegas. People throwing out bets like it's a heavyweight match. Is she walking free? Is she dropping a new disc from house arrest? Or is she gonna stay silent and let it all ride out? Nobody knows her next move, but one thing's for sure, everybody's watching. From the hood to the boardrooms, folks want to see what Glow does next. This isn't just blog drama, it's a legal storm that could flip her whole future. Because this ain't no small citation or warning ticket. She's looking down the barrel of 2 felony charges in Georgia, and if you know how them southern courtrooms move, you already know they don't cut celebrities no slack just because they got plaques or fan love. Let's break it down. The first hit, felony possession of marijuana, and no, we're not talking a rolled blunt in the ashtray. This charge means police allegedly found well over an ounce on her, maybe even multiple ounces. Once it hits that weight in Georgia, it ain't no personal use excuse anymore. That's what they call intent to distribute territory, even if she wasn't actually selling anything. The law don't care how it got there. It's about where it was, how much, and whose name was on the lease. Now, the second charge, that's the one sending shivers through her fan base. Felony possession of a Schedule I controlled substance. That class includes heavy hitters, stuff like MDMA, ecstasy, LSD, and some designer types. In legal terms, that's top-tier heat. And here's the kicker. First offense or not, Georgia law does not treat those charges lightly. That could mean real prison time if it sticks. Let's talk consequences. If she's convicted on both, Glow could be facing multiple years locked up. Not just probation or house arrest, actual prison time. And Georgia courts, they ain't like LA or New York where a good lawyer might smooth things over. Down south, those judges got long memories and even longer sentencing guidelines. Especially when the person in question is a public figure who's supposed to know better.
Down south, man.
Even if she manages to plead down or get a reduced charge, it's still a big hit. That felony doesn't just vanish. It stains everything, unless she goes through a complicated expungement process, and good luck doing that quickly in the South. Think about it. Labels get nervous, brands back out, even international bookings get tricky. You ever tried getting a visa with a fresh felony on your record? European festivals don't exactly roll out the red carpet for that. And don't forget, this ain't new to rap. We've seen it with legends and newcomers alike. The court system don't separate the artist from the person standing in front of the judge. It's all one story now. What happens next could either break her or build her into something bigger.
That's a crazy
but
thing.
Only if she plays it smart from here on out. Bobby Shmurda lost 6 whole years behind bars. Gunna had to take a plea just to breathe free air again after that RICO heat. NBA, young boy, been bouncing in and out of house arrest like it's a rental plan. And every time, it's the same story. The phone calls stop, the label support slows up, endorsement bags vanish. Unless you're already in that protected top tier, the game moves on without you, fast. And now Glorilla, she's staring at that same fork in the road. Before this legal mess, she was blazing hot, touring, headlining, getting crowned as the next heavyweight voice out the South. But all of that momentum, it's hanging in the balance, because now, she might not even be able to leave the state without the court giving her the green light. Let that sink in. Let's be real about it. This ain't just a legal situation. It's an image crisis. Judges in 2025, they're not just looking at evidence, they're scrolling. They watching TikToks, tweets, lyrics, interviews. Everything counts. You post yourself joking about party stuff, flexing questionable things in the background, even if it was for the gram. That can be pulled into the courtroom. And no, they don't play fair. They never did. But if you hand them the ammo, they don't got to go looking for it. Now, her whole career is hanging on a few make-or-break decisions. Who's on her legal team? How solid is the evidence? And maybe the biggest of all, is she ready to flip the script and clean up her image before it's too late? Because if she walks into court like it's a bent cipher shoot, throwing shade and stunting for the cameras, game over. But if she keeps her head down, cuts the noise, locks in with a strong team, she might just walk out with her name and freedom intact. This is the moment where stars either level up or get left behind. Glows in a storm, felony charges stacking, a career paused, fans split down the middle, and the industry watching like statues. Not a peep from big-name cosigns lately, right? Silence can be louder than words, but here's what it comes down to. What's her next move? Does she stay quiet and let the headlines write her legacy? Or does she speak up, own the situation, show real growth, and take her power back? Because fame moves fast, but reputation, that sticks. And right now, hers is hanging by a thread. This ain't even about guilt or innocence anymore. It's about grit. Is she really built for the fight outside the booth? Can she handle those tough rooms, those backdoor combos, those legal chess matches that decide careers? Or does she get caught in the same trap that snatched so many before her? That's the real question, and all eyes are locked in. So tell me what you think. Can Glow bounce back from this? Was it just one bad move, or is this a sign of something deeper? And if she beats the case, should the industry stick by her or move on to the next star in line? Drop your take in the comments. I'm watching everything, my stars and hushers. Now, smash that like button if you're rocking with the full breakdown. Make sure to hit subscribe and tap that bell so you never miss another wild deep dive. We've got more coming, and you don't want to miss a second of it. This one's been crazy, and the next twist is just around the corner. Catch you on the next.
Shout out to Dope Boy TV. This Glorilla talk about the first time she got robbed. I guess it was in Houston.
I really could take this shit down because I'm a bad daddy. Take this shit.
Thing about getting robbed, nigga, you never know where you can get robbed. It could be anywhere. That's a fact.
Type. Yeah, okay. Maybe I gotta fix my little eyebrow, but whatever. Ain't it fake? Yeah, Glow. Yeah, I just did my makeup. You feel me? You feel me? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. What? Oh, God. All right, y'all, my hair good. Hey, Lele. Ooh, yeah, there. Y'all, I just did my makeup. I had to comb my hair. Oh, my lips. My lips. How the celibacy gonna be? Ho, I can't walk. Ho, I can't walk. I can't walk. I'm weak as in the knees. And before y'all ask me why I'm being celibate, it's just like I want to get rid of all the toxins out of my body because I don't got time to be coming into this year being delusional. I'm sick of being delusional.
At least you admit to it. If we had more females who admit to being delusional, I think we would have a pretty terrific type of world. Sure.
I swear to God, my eye been getting. I'm gonna post a picture of my eye been swole. Feel me? Like swole. Like we keep getting swole out of nowhere. Me and one of my friends. I keep getting swole. Because we not. But you hear me? I'm gonna stay strong with these shit. Cause baby, I don't know, like the vibes are good, but I get in trouble. Like, for some reason, Houston got something against me. Like, the first time I ever went to Houston, I got robbed. My friend got robbed while I was in the club. I got set up by my driver. I want to smack the shit out there. Who's my favorite person in the world? You know, it's one person I always tell they're my favorite person in the world. Yeah.
You never know who it could be.
It want attention so bad. It want to look. You ever think you would make it far from being crazy? I already made it far. And it don't stop here. Don't say shit about how I do my hair, because I'm not no hairstylist. I'm a real. My hair was curled the other day. It was in layers, funky big. Yeah, I hate getting my hair done. Well, I love the outcome of getting my hair done, but sitting through the process, hate it with all my heart. Hate getting my nails done with all my heart. Tyler, don't get on here saying shit about how I do my hair, because listen, you know I ain't take no. You jealous. That's why you on here talking so jealous. About my baby. Y'all just wanted to troll me so bad when the bitch came out. Just because I had baby Charles teeth. Bitch, I ain't on my baby change, but my baby Charles teeth. And then I got a better makeup artist to f me up. When I tell y'all, it used to f me up. Oh, what's up? What the f? On live, though? My ass though. Like, why would they do this while I'm on live? What the? Yeah, I'm gonna give up on you. Swear to God. I'm just gonna stop. That was something. Why? Why would he do it on live? The man of my dreams might be on her. But I appreciate y'all help. But I'm just doing this right now. Like, this ain't my type of shit. This ain't what I do for a living, baby. I'm just doing this really to burn time and talk to y'all. Hey, how about this? Fuck all this. I just got
I hate that my shit robbed
to do a around the house to my hair. Cause my hair was just been in the bunny for the last 2 days, so yeah.
The cops try to rob everybody.
I ain't trying to look all extra. You know, I ain't got nowhere to go. You feel me? But what else? Okay, what about me? What else about my celibate journey? No, I don't. I haven't looked all year. I don't planning on doing it. Ravens not going to no fucking Super Bowl, and I bet you on it. You can bet money. However much you want to bet. Ravens not going to. We just beat the Ravens. Fuck a Raven. You feel me? You, here I come. I'm just playing. It ain't nigga I be like every day. Fuck out of yo. And I'm not being delusional for nothing. Nigga, I've been delusional all my life. I'm not doing this shit no more. I retired. I tell y'all, this used to fuck me up. Shout out, what's up? What's up, shout out? Bitches fuck me up. I'm already ain't finna carry no baby for nigga. Oh, you think I'm finna let my stomach hurt because you think it's not like bitch, you got fucked up. Oh, you better smell. Get the fuck out, ho. I ain't start making bars when they made yours. What's up? Oh, I put it out of socket. What be wrong? Is this? Y'all, that ain't working on.
Alright, we back. So y'all see from that motherfucking man, it does seem suspicious that it was an inside job. You know what I'm saying? 3 people breaking in the house and they got some jewels and a shot was fired. Nobody got hit. You know what I'm saying? And then she talking about she got robbed before her venues. People don't understand being a rapper is tough than a bitch. Or influencing anything, really. But being black in general in life is hard than a bitch. Crip, nigga. But yeah, so they trying to hit her with a felony. And it wasn't even her shit. Somebody else had the shit, and they was up in her crib. That's how it goes, man. They usually pick the bigger name and fuck everybody else. Let's fuck the person with the bigger name who probably make a little bit of money and fuck his life up. It's tough, you know. I pray that Glorilla get through what she going through, cause nobody want no felony of weed or some shit that don't have to do with nothing about them. Just cause they was in their crib. Like, this shit getting crazy, bro. I just say, man, it's getting tough on these streets, man. We gotta stay prayed up, blessed, man. Let's continue to fight this great fight, and we out this bitch, hood and outside, big crib and gang and outside shit, man, gang shit.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.